go ahead and load it up on my phone real quick. So here we
What was the
go.
last thing you said?
So remember, the last thing I said was, so you basically start off with what you're gonna say, like.
Well, River. Yeah.
No, say it like it. I said is what. So you say just like name it. Is Disney TV shows. Like ready? 3, 2, 1.
Well, I do enjoy Disney kids TV shows.
Yeah.
For example, maybe Lab Rats, Liv and Maddie, Jessie, Bunked, some like kids shows like that.
Okay. And where are they? Like, where do you normally watch all those kid shows at?
Well, most are found in Disney Plus, and I think maybe some are found in Netflix, but most in Disney Plus.
Most in Disney Plus. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's all mixed up in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you don't really have a favorite out of all of them. You just really.
I don't.
You like what? Is there any? So what were they? Lab Rats.
Yeah, Lab Rats. Mighty Med kind of goes with Lab Rats because
at the
Lab
end
Rats
they connect.
are the force and they kind of go together.
Yeah, that was really interesting. Really cool how they did that.
And then also there's Liv and Maddie. It's like another show. And then there's Bunked. Bunked kind of goes like it's probably
that goes
at
with
the
Jessie,
end.
and they're actually they're doing new episodes, aren't they? It's just not the same characters,
Yeah.
which is really. I probably don't really like that show anymore because it's not really the same characters from Jessie. That's the only reason why I liked Bunked.
Yeah.
So that was your third one. Like, what are they like overall? Like just Disney shows, stuff like that.
Disney shows. Yes.
Yeah, mainly for like kids, like younger kids. We watched that when we were like 10 or so, weren't right?
Yeah.
Or when I was 10, you were like 5, 6.
Yeah.
Something like that. But our TV show that we're making is not going to be like that, you think? It's probably going to have like the mixture of the old and modern style.
Yeah.
So mix it
and
between
I
that.
do kind of like old movies. Like.
Well, we're going to save a movie one for another time, all right? So
Alright.
So you just save your. If you forget them, just like keep them write them down.
Too.
Yeah, old TV show. Wait, what?
Old TV show series too.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that leads to our last one total, and Amy's last one, she just gave hers, which is the Disney shows. Now we're gonna go to my last one, which was probably my ultimate favorite, which is the Andy Griffith Show, and you can find that on mainly Netflix. But the interesting thing was that the Andy Griffith Show, I was really sad to hear this. I found this recently. It was leaving Netflix.
I love the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite TV shows.
Yeah, it was literally
like the best ever.
It's leaving Netflix
on
July 1st, I believe.
How else are we gonna find it?
No, yeah, I was looking at that to figure out where we can find it, but it's gonna be a CBS as well. CBS is where we can find it. And what else is it's also currently on Tubi, YouTube TV, Sling TV, Fubo TV, and Philo, which I think we have Sling, don't we, Mia? Oh no, we got rid of it, so that's gonna be interesting. But I figured out why it was on CBS.
Mom and Dad's TV, maybe.
Yeah. All right. So, if you haven't seen the Andy Griffith Show, I highly recommend it.
Yes, it's like probably the best TV shows ever.
Yeah. So I really like seasons 1 through 4 with Barney Five when he's in it, and the season
5 is funny. Dawn.
I've probably seen all those 1 through 4 a lot, but I also like seasons 5 through 8, which is interesting. I just haven't seen all of them because there's a total of 249 episodes, and there's a whole 8 seasons of it. And not only the Andy Griffith Show, but after the Andy Griffith Show, it goes to Mayberry RFD, which is a whole nother show with like 4 or 5 different seasons of it. The only thing that there's very few characters left over. Like Sam Jones is in it, Aunt B, Goober, and Andy Griffith is actually the mayor in that one. So that's really interesting. They not the sheriff; it's the mayor, which is
this one that right here is it calls the Andy Griffith Show. He's a sheriff.
Yeah, he's a sheriff, and so if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend it. And it's actually based in a little town in North Carolina called Mount Airy. And you could actually go there, which we went there before.
And it's a little town called Mayberry.
Yeah, and the show is called Mayberry, but in real life it's Mount Airy. So
Yes.
it's really funny. There's so many funny jokes in there,
And it's
through
actually
all seasons.
yeah.
Well, it's just and there's so many new characters throughout the timeline, like of this show. At the beginning, there's different characters near the beginning. There's so many cool different people in there.
Yeah, and also the show that it's like a real life town.
Yeah.
And we actually visited it one time or two times with my grandparents, and it's really cool. They actually have like the jail room.
Like, oh yeah, where you could go in there.
And you can go in there and you can see where the movie is taking place in there. Also, you can see their real house, and you can actually rent their house and sleep in the house in the movie for a few days or so.
Yes.
It's really cool. We haven't been able to see inside their house, but I hear that you can do that, and that sounds really cool.
Yeah, I would. Next time we go there, I really want to do that. See that, and that would probably. And what was also interesting was it was even though seasons 1 through 4 was black and white, I still think it's really funny as well. But then seasons 5 through 8 is in color, as well as maybe RFD, which was in 1971, I believe. It started that. And the Andy Griffith Show was filmed in 1960, 1968. So that's another 60-some years ago. And I just couldn't believe it. Oh, wait, maybe RFD is 1968 and the final episode was 1971, which that was also on CBS. But you could also watch that now on YouTube, iTunes, and Amazon. That's interesting. Amazon is just $2 on Amazon. And then Google Play Movies. So they have a lot of good actors and all throughout all other ones, and there's actually another one I figured out that was interesting. It's a whole show of Gomer Pyle. It's a whole TV show. The introduction of I have not seen it before, but it's Gomer.
And he's like the funny one.
Gomer Pyle. Wow, that was filmed between. So after he goes, he leaves Andy Griffith Show. He goes on. This is the Gomer Pyle. He actually goes on, and it's in like the same timeline of the Andy Griffith Show. That's really interesting. So it's maybe RFD, the Gomer.
Do you know where
Gomer
you can
Pyle.
find and watch a Gomer Pyle?
It's on Sling, Fubo, and Philo. So it's Sling. That's really But my ultimate favorite was probably
the Andy Griffith Show.
Andy Griffith Show. Yeah, so many
100%.
so many different things, so many characters, and it's really interesting and funny to watch. There's some life lessons as well throughout the show, which I really like. So let's review. My number 1 was Dick Van Dyke Show. I like old timey shows, but as well as Star Wars, like Marvel, stuff like that. But my second one would be Clone Wars, and my third one is the Andy Griffith Show. And what was yours, Mia?
My first one was called Be Our Chef, which is about cooking. And my second one was Bob Ross, which is about painting and art. And my third one that we just heard was about Disney Kids TV shows.
Nice. Thank you very much, Mia. And
Yeah.
hopefully you the microphones sound good as well.
Yes,
Because
hopefully
they sound good as well. And the River Martin Show is going along smoothly. We haven't been able to film a lot recently, but we're gonna get back to it. We had a lot of busy things going on in our lives, and then we had what was cool was we're thinking of changing the plot instead of going to a parallel universe. Is just a regular, just like cool things that's happening during quarantine. We're not gonna have to reshoot anything. We're just gonna change the idea of it. So basically, none of the parallel universe ideas happened. And so, Amy, what do you think about that?
Maybe, because I do remember a show. It's called Quantum Leap, and it's not any of the other shows, but it's kind of like the one with the parallel universe, how he jumps to different people's lives trying to save people. And I really think sometimes it's on cable or on the TV, and it's not on Disney Plus or Netflix, but I think you can buy it.
Yeah, I looked
on
up Quantum
Amazon.
Leap. Have you ever seen an episode of me?
I have seen a couple, like 2 or 3 episodes, and so far, it came out a long time ago, and it's really good.
Not as long as the other ones. 97 episodes, 5 seasons, 1989, NBC, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Vudu, Amazon
mom
Prime.
and dad watched it when they were little.
Yeah, but I first time I heard of it was actually in Endgame when I watched Avengers Endgame when he mentioned time travel movies. I really like time travel movies as well. Back to the Future is a really good movie that I like. But Quantum Leap, yeah, is that a TV show or?
It's a TV show. It has like a lot of seasons.
Oh, it says the scientist. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. I haven't seen any of the episodes.
Really
I'm
cool.
start
so
watching.
If you watch TV and you see that, I was watching TV the other day, and you can never find the show. Like the only place is like Amazon, and you have to pay for it. So when my mom saw that it was free just on the TV and on a channel, she was like, "What?" She wasn't sure it was that, but when she continued watching it, we found it, and it's really cool. So if you watch TV one day and you see something weird about time travel or something, it might be Quantum Leap, and that's really cool.
Yeah, and another thing I recommend is Star Trek. I have not seen any of those, but it's a lot like Star Wars from what I've heard, and it's really good as well. It's like I believe it's future. It's set like in a future timeline. But what was also this didn't make my top 3 recommendations, but I still like this a lot. The only bad thing about it is that it's not found on any there's not many episodes. 26 of it, 2 seasons. And it's not found like on Netflix or anything like that. I just think if it's IMDb or something like that, and YouTube, you can find it as well and watch that. But it was the Back to the Future animation series, which is really cool. So it's basically when Doc and Marty they conduct experiments and how Doc raises his family. It's like future. One episode, I saw like a preview of it, was that they go to the way in the future, like 2100 something, and see Marty's like great grandchild. And it's just really funny and cool, like science as well, like time travel stuff. It's basically Back to the Future, but in like a cartoon type of way. It's just I like it a lot. I haven't seen any episodes, but I saw previews and like trailers of it.
Cool, River. I want to see that if I can find it somehow.
Yeah, it's just clips. I think it was originally filmed on CBS. There's so many cool, good things on CBS, you know? Like all the old-timey shows and shows like that. So, we had the announcement earlier about... What was the announcement that we did earlier? It was about...
I'm in the River Martin show. I'm playing your sister.
No, that was the last podcast, remember?
Oh.
It was the, what was it? Oh, I forgot what that was.
What are you talking about?
The announcement. Stop. How is that even fun? It was right here.
Welcome everyone, this is River Martin, your
No,
host for
it's
today.
right here.
But before we get started, we just wanted to let everyone know that the River Martin show is not currently the only thing that Martin Film Studios is currently making, along with their
Oh yeah, it was the Martin film that's actually currently, it's not the only thing that they're making right now. So that's really cool to see what else they're making. And we're going to come back here in a few days perhaps, and we're going to discuss the trailer that the official teaser trailer of season 1 of the River Martin show as well. And we may declassify, which means break down all the points for the 22nd anniversary TV show that Martin Film Studios has made, as well as it helped by Rivington, Northgrass Films, Rivington Films, and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much that they're making new things. They're trying to test out a lot of cool things. We're gonna also go back and discuss a TV clip that's officially been released. An official TV clip of the River Martin show. It's a little 20-second, 30-second clip that we're going to discuss and like break down for you. And so that's going to do it for this episode of the June 11th, 2020. And thank you for being with us today, Ava, Mia.
Yeah,
as well. We really like it when you are on the show and helping us and explain to us cool things
Well,
and
thank you, River.
helping us and all of that matter. Anything else we would like to say for today on June 11th, 2020 of the MFR podcast?
Not really, River. I think you did a great job today, and I appreciate listening to all your favorite TV shows.
Yeah, we had a fun time today.
Yes,
So,
we did.
so basically, Martin Film Radio is not only going to be about Martin Film, what Martin Film Studios is currently making, and what they're currently doing. It's also going to be about talking about other movies and TV shows, and perhaps brand new news about the old TV shows or new TV shows. Basically, any movies, gaming thing, video games, anything that even Mia and I like that we will discuss as well, along with mostly Martin Film news and what they are currently making as well, and all stuff that they've already made that they may just launch out. So we thank everybody for being here today, and we hope everyone has a great rest of their day wherever they are, and
Yes.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. Did you good?
No.
Thanks.
Welcome.
I'm gonna go to
So now I'm gonna say, thank you for listening to MFR. Thank you for listening to MFR Radio, Martin Film Radio, by your hosts River Martin and Ava Mia Martin, and we will talk to you next time. And that's gonna do it, everybody. Thank you for actually watching this as well, which is really interesting. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and hopefully you are watching this as well, which is you're getting exclusive content right here, which is really cool and interesting. So thanks for watching the video, and like I said, have a nice day.